This is Tom and Paula Graves from Light of Christ Radio with a chapter from our series called The Greatest Story.
You're welcome to watch this video simply for the story, or you can use it as the basis of a small group study.
Instructions for the small group study can be found in the Show More section below this video.
Today we continue our series called The Greatest Story, and we're looking to Peter to show us how to follow Jesus. Our story is from Matthew 16.
Well, Paula, to set the context of our story, Peter and other fishermen did follow Jesus. They watched him heal and heard his teaching.
And they had seen him walk on water, feed 5,000, and then feed 4,000 people. And many people were coming to hear and watch what Jesus was doing.
And the people anticipated Messiah would come and save them, except they thought Messiah would save them from the Romans.
They didn't anticipate that Jesus would come to save them from their sins.
And not everyone realized that Jesus was the Messiah. Thus, they assumed that Jesus was just a teacher or one of the prophets who had come back to life.
And this brings us to a story from the Word of God.
When Jesus came to the region of Caesarea Philippi, he asked his disciples, "Who do people say that the Son of Man is?"
Well, they replied, some say John the Baptist, some say Elijah, and others say Jeremiah or one of the other prophets.
And then he asked them, "But who do you say I am?"
And Simon Peter answered, "You are the Messiah, the Son of the living God."
Jesus replied, "You are blessed, Simon, son of John, because my Father in heaven has revealed this to you. You did not learn this from any human being. Now I say to you that you are Peter, which means rock, and upon this rock I will build my church, and all the powers of hell will not conquer it, and I will give you the keys of the kingdom of heaven. Whatever you forbid on earth will be forbidden in heaven, and whatever you permit on earth will be permitted in heaven."
And then he sternly warned the disciples not to tell anyone that he was the Messiah. From then on, Jesus told his disciples plainly that it was necessary for him to go to Jerusalem, and that he would suffer many terrible things at the hands of the elders, the leading priests, and the teachers of the religious law. He would be killed, but he would be raised from the dead on the third day.
But Peter took him aside and began to reprimand him for saying such things.
"Heaven forbid, Lord," he said, "this will never happen to you."
Well, Jesus turned to Peter and said, "Get away from me, Satan. You are a dangerous trap to me. You are seeing things merely from a human point of view, not from God's."
And then Jesus said to his disciples,
"If any of you wants to be my follower, you must give up your own way. Take up your cross and follow me. If you try to hang on to your life, you will lose it. But if you give up your life for my sake, you will save it."
"And what do you benefit if you gain the whole world but lose your own soul? Is anything worth more than your soul?" And this is a story from the Word of God.
If you are using this video for small group application, after you've watched this video, try retelling the story from what you have heard.
Then read the text. Discussion questions are below in the Show More section.
We hope this will help you on your journey of life.
Be blessed.